Welcome back. Hope you're having a good morning while you're waiting by for all the stocks that we're tracking. So our research team is standing by to run you through CNBC-TV18's top stocks for the day. Sonal Bhutra is stepping in and she's going to cover Axis Bank and the takeaways from the analyst meet. Morning, Sonal.
Good morning, Nigel. Happy Friday to you as well. Well, as far as the Axis Bank analyst meet takeaways are concerned, the big focus, of course, was the company talking about the focus on digital, where they say that digital platform is boosting cross-sell opportunities for the bank. With the Citi and Flipkart partnership, the bank says it will be among the top credit card platforms as well. Delinquencies for them remain below the peer private bank average. This is in the retail category as per the bank. Asset quality continues to show signs of revival and improvement for the bank, and they are also talking about if there are any macro headwinds as well, they have strong provision buffer to support any of those situations as well. Jefferies has a buy with a target price of 1,110 rupees per share. They say valuation discount of 40% to ICICI Bank should narrow a bit. Capital raise will be the next thing to watch out for. UBS says that bank reiterated medium-term loan growth of 5 to 6%, which is higher than the industry. They expect valuation gap with peers to narrow down. So two of these brokerages talking about that. JP Morgan says that tech investments of late have come to the last stage, and they should start delivering in the books as well. The glide path of cost to assets is reducing by 25 basis points over the next 2 years, so that is something they'll be watching out for. Bank's ability to maintain return on assets at 1.8% will be something that they'll be watching out for as well.
All right, Sonal, thank you very much for that. So that's something to watch out for. Lupin is the next one we're going to talk about. Ekta is here to tell us why that is perhaps the only one on our stock list with our researchers today, which perhaps opens in the red. Ekta, over to you.
Well, yes, the US FDA negative news continues. Yesterday, we spoke about Glenmark as well as Ciplan. Today, it is Lupin's Mandideep facility, the Unit 1, which was inspected by the US FDA, issued 8 observations each for their drug product facility as well as their API facility. It was inspected from the 14th of November to the 23rd of November. Company says they do not believe it will have an impact on disruption of supplies or existing revenue from the operations of the facility. But nonetheless, this particular plant has already had issues in the past from the US FDA. And, based on the fact that they've received a total of 16 observations, it's probably likely to continue. And we could probably see some red on the screen.
Okay, all right, Ekta, thanks for that. Well, Mangalam joins in to tell us about Allcargo Logistics. Mangalam, morning.
Good morning. So yes, last week itself, Allcargo Logistics joined us here, and they said that they're looking for partnerships, but not any significant acquisition, and that's exactly what they've gone ahead and done. They've acquired 75% stake in Fairtrade GmbH, which is a German logistics company, for about 102 odd Indian rupees, 102 odd crore Indian rupees. They said that this is to expand their business in an important market, which is the German market. This entity had about 374 crore rupees worth revenue in CY21. So important to see what the kind of margins, etc., would be for them and where they would, scale it up. But remember earlier as well, Allcargo Logistics has been making these partnerships and acquisitions. They acquired Speedy Multimodes for about 102 odd crores, as well as a joint venture with Nordicon Group to enter the Nordic region for about 210 odd crore as well. So this is a step in that direction. See it positively.
All right, Mangalam, thanks very much for that. More stocks with news flow. Vahishta is standing by with that list. Vahishta, hi, good morning. All right.
All right, Vaisa, we'll just come back to you in just a bit. For the time being, I think we'll hop across to Vivek. He's standing by. He's tracking a few stocks and news. Morning, Vivek.
Well, good morning. Quite a bit of fund action in yesterday's trading session, and you'll actually expect to see quite a bit of continued action. First on my list is PB Fintech. After all of the regulatory rules yesterday, you actually saw some significant block deals happening there. So WF Asian Smaller Companies Fund bought both in NSE as well as BSE. 33.5 lakhs on BSE and 34.2 lakhs shares as far as the NSE is concerned. Fino Payments Bank, yesterday we highlighted about how Capri Global Holdings had bought a significant chunk, a little over 1%. They hiked their stake further in yesterday's, block action as well. So expect to see some further up. Remember, day first day stock was at upper circuit. Yesterday up significantly as well. At this point of time, they continue to hold that it is just, an investment as far as Capri Global is concerned. But, we we'll continue to track the action in this particular phase. IEX today, the board meet for buyback, the quantum and the price will be something to keep an eye out for. And Adani Enterprises, keep an eye out for this stock as well. The board meet is there today to consider the proposal for fundraising. It will be important to see the quantum of fundraising and the route they choose to go as far as this particular fundraise is concerned.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that, Vivek. Well, Vahista is back with us. Vahista, I think now you're perfectly mic'd up. Tell us, what are you tracking?
Well, I'm looking at Punjab National Bank, which has received an approval of DIPAM for the divestment of stake in UTI Asset Management Company. This comes to approximately 1,300 crores. And PNB currently holds 15.2% stake in UTI AMC, and the objective is to realize a gain on their investments. Moving on to KIOCL, some positive news. The operations of their pellet plant at Mangalore have restarted yesterday. The last is Indian Tourism Development Corporation, wherein the government fixes 7,400 crores as indicative value for the Ashoka Hotel, which is among the 8 ITDC assets listed under the National Monetization Pipeline, which was announced by the Finance Minister last year. The Ashoka Hotel monetization will take place through the public-private partnership mode. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for that, Vahista. Well, so let's run you through all the top stocks that we're tracking for you all early this morning. Stocks with positive news flow, that's bulk of them. Axis Bank, Allcargo Logistics, Punjab National Bank, KIOCL, ITDC, PB Fintech, Fino Payments Bank, Adani Enterprises, and IEX. Well, there's just one stock we're expecting with a bit of a negative news flow. That's Lupin.
Okay, so lots to watch, and we'll track them as the markets open. But Manisha is now joining in to run us through what's top of mind as far as commodities go. Manisha, good morning.
Morning, Prashant. Thank you for that. I'll start with crude, where we are headed for a weekly decline and a very sharp one at that, trading at a 2-month lows for the crude oil prices. Some consolidation in the Asian markets right now, but it really is going to be about the European Union governments, which are resuming talks on Russian caps today, so more development or direction would come in from that. In the meanwhile, the metal prices seem to be stabilizing. We have seen strength come back here. Iron ore is trading at an 8-week high. Steel is trading at a 1-month high. A smart rebound in the copper prices also, as there are various reports suggesting that it's not just going to be about China, but US and European Union electrification demand. That would be a key driver as well. And with the kind of deficit that we are working with for zinc, copper, aluminum, some of these metals have continued to gain up today as well. And then there is a Goldman Sachs report saying that they are bullish commodities, and from mid of 2023 is when they expect the commodity prices to start to rebound.
All right, Manisha, thank you very much for that. We'll take a quick break here. We are going to come back. Aditya Suresh, Head of India Research and Strategy at Macquarie, will be joining us for some discussion on market levels, sectors, and stock bets as well. We are back with Aditya in just a bit.